keep checking out the window because I forgot to put the bins out and I'm not leaving the house for half an hour, so I'm keep like, has the bin men come? Hello my lovelies and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a Q&A video because I was thinking to myself, I haven't actually done a Q&A sit down style video in like 2 months, and there's a lot more of you over on my channel now. I recently just hit 2,000 subscribers, so I am absolutely over the moon about that. So thank you so much to every single one of you who have hit that subscribe button. It really means so much to me, so thank you so much. So I thought, do you know what better way than to all these new people that have joined my channel since my last Q&A to get to know me a little bit better. I asked over on my Instagram, which is @basicallyaprincess. I always tell you guys, sorry about the name. Long story behind that name of my Instagram. Shall I tell it? Okay, I'll tell it. When I was about 14 in high school, a girl said to me, oh, she's just so a princess. Because of that comment, I just went home and put @basicallyaprincess, and I've never changed it, but now I've already said a few times over there, should I change it now? Because I don't want people to think I think I'm a princess. And they're like, no, Harriet, that is how we know your Instagram. Keep it at @basicallyaprincess. I'm just gonna keep it at that because I'm gonna keep it at that. So my Instagram name is @basicallyaprincess. So if you'd like to see what I get up to daily over there, head over to there and be involved in the next Q&A. Head over to there and you'll see it on my Instagram stories when I ask the questions. So without further ado, let's start with the first question. So I'm on my Instagram now, and let's go to the post I put this morning and see what questions I got. I actually got about 20 odd questions since this morning, so I'm gonna just go through and pick out some of the ones that are kind of similar. There's a couple of similar ones, so let's see what you guys have asked. So let's have a cup of tea. I'm gonna put this down actually. Oh, it's too hot, too hot. No. So we'll start with the first question. It's actually a YouTube one, this one. So the first one that's come up is, what is the best part about doing YouTube? The best part about doing YouTube is I flipping love it. Every minute I get that I can pick up the camera and talk to the camera, tell them how I'm feeling, do my vlogging on my days off or whenever I do choose to do like film a day, sitting down videos, showing you guys what I buy. I just flipping love it, and every minute I get to do YouTube, I watch YouTube constantly, I'm filming videos for it. I just flipping love it. The best part is probably making so much friends over the internet. Like, I've already seen people that are coming back all the time and commenting on my videos, and I'm like, oh hey, it's her commenting again, and then I reply, and you feel like you start to get to know them a little bit. I know that sounds really stupid because you've not met them, but I do really honestly think the online community of lovely people that there is, and you really do just make some friends through the online world, and I really like that part about YouTube. And I also just love doing it so much. I love it. But if you could move anywhere in the world, where would you pick and why? I am quite happy living on Skye, but if I could live the best of both worlds, I'd live half my life, like half the year on Skye, maybe live somewhere closer to a city for the other half of the year. I would probably divide, if I could just have the best of all life, I'd probably divide my life between maybe 3 places. I love Skye, and I love the fact you're away from everything, the fact that you are literally 10 minutes drive from a mountain walk, 1 minute's drive from another mountain walk. I literally love that about the island. I maybe live like quarter of the year on Skye, I maybe live quarter of the year in, I love Northumberland, it's absolutely gorgeous there. Maybe a bit in Northumberland, right next to the sea, oh it's beautiful. I love Alnwick, that's really nice there. And we only went once last year, but I fell in love with the place. You're still closer to half the shops than you are here, do you know what I mean? And maybe live abroad, maybe live abroad in Spain, you know, a bit of hot weather, that would be really nice. Maybe a bit of hot weather for another few months of the year. But yeah, I do really like Skye. The only downside is I wish it was maybe like, instead of 2 hours from the city, maybe it could be an hour away. And an hour, I would take that. I'd be like, yes, I will live here for the rest of my life if we're 1 hour from shops, but sadly we're not. We're 2.5 hours away from the shops. So I think that is the only thing I would change, is if we lived a little bit closer to shops. Then I'd be a happy gal. It's like, even I'm thinking already, I want to go to Home Bargains to get a few bits, but I'm already thinking, is it worth spending my whole day off to drive to Home Bargains to get some bits, because I'm a bit tired this week. Let's keep it real, I work a lot of hours and I am feeling a bit tired this week, so I don't know if I'm going to risk spending my whole day driving to Home Bargains just to go to Home Bargains. 5 hours journey for one shop. But if I was a little bit closer, then I would be super happy. That's kind of answered that question, I think. Okay, the next question is, how do you cope with the pressure of YouTube? Thankfully, touch wood, I haven't got any wood to touch. I have not had too much negativity about YouTube. When I first started it off, I'm assuming by the pressures to mean what people think, or maybe like negativity surrounding it. When I first started YouTube, I work in a shop in like my little local village, and I have a lot of people at first saying to me, why do you just show people what you buy? Why are you just filming what you're doing? And at first I only had like maybe like 100 people subscribing to my channel. And at first I was a bit like, because I really enjoy doing it, and it's not about the numbers is what I'm saying, but at first it was kind of like no one really believed that anyone would really follow me, if you know what I mean. And I felt like I was just sort of like, oh yeah, but I still didn't let anyone get in my way. And I'm just saying, if you ever are scared to do YouTube because of what people think, who gives a flip what anyone thinks? Because I certainly do not care what anyone thinks. And when I tell someone about my YouTube, at first I was a bit like, I'd sort of hold back and be like, yeah, I just go on, it's just, you know. But now I'm just like, yeah, I do YouTube, I really enjoy it. I vlog all my days off, I show people what I buy, and that is what I do. And I don't say it so bluntly, but it's like, if you don't like it, don't tell me, because I don't want to know. And even if you do, even if you don't like it, it's okay, that's your opinion, but I really enjoy doing it, just like you might enjoy knitting. Not that you, do you know what I mean? It's my little thing, it's what I enjoy doing, and that is how I cope with the pressure. Who cares what anyone thinks? I've had one negative comment from one person, just delete and block them. Nothing. I've been through so much in my life, literally. I have been through so much that one comment will not upset me. Do you know what I mean? No, I think I cope with it okay, the pressure, but I can't comment too much because I haven't had too much negativity. But I think I'm ready for, if I do get any negativity, to just ignore it and delete and block the person. How do you find confidence? I'm one of them people that you'll probably think, wow, that girl has got a lot of confidence, which yes, I do have confidence, but I would say I'm fairly confident now. But when I was in school, I was really, really, really not confident at all. I was always confident in myself and the choices that I made, but I wasn't confident in my appearance. I got really, really badly bullied in first and second year of high school because of my hair colour. I'm slightly red-headed, and they were horrible to me, absolutely horrible. And that is probably why I've still got blonde hair now to this day. I started going blonde when I was about 16, and I never really found the confidence to have my natural hair colour, but now I'm older, it's actually not coming through as red as it was as a child. I've always been intrigued. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know I'm always saying, should I grow my hair back? Or should I just go red, like an ombre colour, and then see if it comes through red? But as you can see, it's actually coming through quite dark, so I don't think I'm going to come back as a redhead. You see that a lot, don't you, with kids with blonde hair, and it goes darker as they get older. I think you find confidence within yourself. It's just learning to accept who you are, and not really caring what anyone thinks. I've said this before in videos, but if you've got someone looking at you, this is one of the main things I get asked quite a lot. People are looking at me and things like that, and I always say to them, it's all about what's in your head. If you see somebody looking at you, they might be thinking, wow, that girl looks amazing, right? But you might be thinking, oh my gosh, they're looking at me. I'm feeling self-conscious about whatever you are feeling self-conscious about that day. You're probably going to be thinking that they're looking at that. That doesn't mean they're looking at that. They might be thinking you look amazing, and even if they're not, don't let your brain think that they're not looking at you to think you're amazing. Do you get what I mean? You've got to change the way your brain thinks, and that is how I think I've managed to tackle confidence, is that don't let anyone put you down. And if they're feeling that low to put you down, then they're obviously got low self-esteem themselves, and they're not confident because they're making themselves feel better by putting you down. Don't let anyone put you down, because I'm telling you, you're amazing. Do you ever feel lonely when Lou's working away? So Lou's been working, if you're new to the channel and you don't know who Lou is my boyfriend, and he works week on, week off, about an hour and a half from where we live. And the answer is yes. He leaves every Tuesday, so on a Tuesday, I always find on the Tuesday, I go to work, say bye to him in the morning, go to work. Once I've got that first shift and night out the way, it starts to get a bit easier. Because on the Wednesday, that's like my Friday at work, because I always have Thursday, Friday off. So I always find when I go into work on the Wednesday, the day after, once I've got Tuesday out of the way, I'm like, yes, it's Friday, I've got 2 days off. I've usually got something really nice planned with my mum and dad, or with my family or friends or whatever. And I usually then start to think, yeah, it's fine, I've got 2 days off. And by the time I go back to work, it's a couple of days and he's home again. So it's really sad that you're kind of wishing the days away, but you do feel a little bit lonely. But if I'm honest, it's quite nice to just come home, watch what you want on TV. And I know know the only downside is when I'm missing him, I think, right, just think, Harriet, when you come back to the flat tonight, it's going to be as tidy as when you left. It's not going to have stuff everywhere chucked around the house. It's all going to be tidy. So that's the only thing that keeps me going, is I just think I've got a tidy house, no clothes chucked around for a week. I'm gonna have a cup of tea, one sec. But yeah, of course I miss him. We count down the days. The minute it gets to Friday, we're like, so he's been gone about 3 days, we start going 4 sleeps to go, 3 sleeps to go, and then, you know, it goes quite fast over the weekend. Oh, it's perfect tea now. But yeah, I do get a little bit lonely, yeah. Like I do the usual things. Anyone else that's got a partner that lives away, you'll know me now. Check the door 3 times, check it's locked, check under your bed, check every single cupboard in the house, and you're always checking to make sure no one's like broke in throughout the day, which is ridiculous because it's locked. You know what I mean though, checking all these places, and I can't sleep without the light off. I have my kitchen light on and my bedroom door too, so I've got like a little bit of light coming through. But yeah, no, I totally do get where you're coming from with that. Yeah, I do feel a little bit lonely, but do you know what? I get to watch what I want on TV all week, eat what I want all week, so it's not too bad. And it's actually quite nice, I've noticed, that you do really miss him and you do really appreciate the time you've got together on that week he's home. So yeah, no, I do feel a little bit lonely, but it's give and take a little bit. Have you made any money from doing YouTube videos yet? So I think a lot of people get this wrong and they think you're gonna make loads of money from YouTube, but literally I've been doing it for 8 months and I've only just got my first like YouTube AdSense payment, and it's not a huge amount. Do you know what I mean? It's not a huge amount at all, but I'm just appreciative that now I've earned a little bit from YouTube, because that's not how I intended to earn anything from YouTube, if anything. But you earn, I think, I'm assuming until, I don't know, I'm only a tiny channel, but all I know is that you earn money from your adverts at the beginning of your videos. I've earned a tiny little amount, but I'm just grateful to earn anything, because at the end of the day, I only set out to be showing you guys what I was buying anyway and showing you guys what I was up to. Just, I don't know, I didn't expect to earn anything anyway, so I'm just grateful for the amount that I've earned this month. I was literally buzzing. It's a real big achievement though. That's my answer to the question. Yeah, just a tiny little bit is the answer to that. What's it like living where you live? I've sort of said that. Beautiful, middle of nowhere, peace and quiet, sheep and cows down the road. Do you know what I mean? Lovely. Only downside is it'd be nice if I was maybe 1 more hour closer to the shops. Do you rent or own your flat? We rent our flat. We're currently saving for a house. Yeah, to be fair though, I quite like our little flat. Like, I don't think we need anything bigger just now. I'm really happy with it's like a nice sized flat. I'm quite happy in our flat, but yeah, we want to buy a bigger house. That is the initial plan in the next year or so. How long have you and Lou been together, and would you get married? 100% we'd get married. I've been hinting at Lou for like the last year. Even he put on Facebook like our 4-year anniversary in April, and someone actually commented an engagement ring. I was like, yeah, Lou, if that is not a reason that you should be proposing to me, then I don't know what is. Like, we've been together 4 years now. Do you know what I mean? I was 19 when we met, and Lou's 30 this year. I mean, flipping heck, like, you know what I mean, Lou? If you liked it, then you should have put a ring on it. So yeah, no, we're not engaged, but I would love to get married one day. I'd absolutely love to get married one day. I've always dreamed about a wedding. More than even having kids, I've dreamt about a wedding. I'd love to get married. Yes, Lou, if you're watching this. How did you meet? Me and Lou met in a local pub. I remember that night, right? I used to always sit in the same position every single week when me and my friends would go to the pub. We were like 18, 19 at the time. Every time we went to the pub, I would sit in the same position, which is in the corner of the pub, and I couldn't see the rest of the place. But this night I was like, do you know, I'm gonna sit on the outside seat so I could just have like a little bit of people watching with my drink. And I actually sat there, and if I hadn't sat there, I probably wouldn't have had that moment with Lou. Like, I remember he walked in, he's like all this big confident, and he like walked in. I remember thinking, oh my gosh, who is this guy? And I'd seen him briefly before, but only like a little bit. And I was like, okay, yeah, I really like him. So we went to the bar about an hour later, and he was in the pub and I could hear him. And he came up to me and he was like, can I buy you a drink? And I was like, yeah, okay. That was in the August, and then the following year, in the February, we'd kind of just been seeing each other in the pub every other month, and like, that was fine. He came up to me and says, you know what, hi, I like you. And I was like, oh my gosh, thank goodness for that. I like you too. And at this point, I was, how old was I? 19, it was my 19th birthday, yeah. The following year I was like, I like you too, and he was like, right, okay, and then the rest is history. Literally, we've not been apart since. We've probably been together since that February. We've been officially together 4 years, but about 4.5 years. But yeah, no, that was what happened, and that is how we met. And I think I'm gonna end, let's see if I've got anything else that's a bit I've got a where do you work, always get asked where do I work. I work in retail and I am a team leader, supervisor, whatever you want to call it. That is what I do. And I do quite enjoy it. Do you know what I mean? I like being like in charge of a little team, and yeah, I really enjoy it. I really do enjoy it. I'm on till 10 o'clock tonight, and 10 o'clock I probably won't get done bang on 10 o'clock, but I do really enjoy it, and I'm chatty and I'm like, how are you? How has your day been? I love hearing what people have been up to. What have you got planned this weekend? And they're like, I'm doing this, and I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm working. But do you know what I mean? I do really enjoy my job, so yeah. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm going to end this video here. I really hope you enjoyed this Q&A. If you'd like to see more, maybe I'll do one every other couple of months in another 2 months time. Bit of a life update I could do. We're going camping, me and Lou, in a couple of days, and I am so excited about going camping. We're planning for 2 nights, but weather dependent. If it's lovely, we'll stay another night. If not, we'll come home after 2 nights and just spend the rest of the weekend at home. But yeah, I am so excited for going camping. So I'm gonna do like a come pack with me get ready for camping vlog kind of video. If you're interested in seeing that, because it probably will be quite funny trying to get the tent up practicing, then please click the subscribe button and come and see that video, or if you're here already, come and see that video anyway. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you in my next video. I have rambled on for so long now because I love these chatty style videos. Then any video suggestions you've got in the comments, let me know. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.